Welcome back, Weekend High Podcast. This was like. Oh, this ain't a B side. This is like our regular podcast. This is what we call like this. Just a little one hit quitter for y'all on the Weekend High side of it.
Dumping out.
You know what I'm saying?
One and dump.
You know what I'm saying? But welcome back. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It's your man KZ and your big dog Swag and KZ. Weekend High Podcast back hit at you again. Giving you a lot of great news and information right here on this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all see, you can't say our names. I got the allegedly. You know what time it is. I put the allegedly off the back because we have to get into it. Another great article thing that happened this week, man. I don't know if you heard about this one. Let's go entertainment for Snoop Dogg. Snoop deal double. He got the wine, 19 crimes.
That's the Jimmy Bones Snoop right there.
Yeah, he got the Jimmy Bones picture on his bottle of wine. Hey, dude, that's just hell yeah. He actually is getting some slack, some flack. I ain't gonna say no slack, some flack. He's getting a little backlash over Cali Red wine promotion in Georgia during Black History Month. In-store, it was an in-store display of Snoop Dogg's Cali Red wine along with a life-size cutout of Snoop were removed from Kroger supermarket in Georgia after shoppers call it typical and offensive to sell the rapper's wine during Black History Month. Somebody said, I just felt that it was offensive, said Johnny Jones, one of the shoppers, a former president of the local NAACP. They were promoting alcohol, proud of drinking wine. No, we're proud of Tuskegee Airmail, whose shoulders I stand on. We need to be thirsty for knowledge, said Jones. He added that he would have preferred the store recognize trailblazers like Atlanta's first Black mayor, Maynard Jackson, or Ed Johnson, the first Black mayor of Fayetteville. According to the local TV station, in addition to being greeted by the life-size Snoop cutout showcasing his wine, there were bottles of bubbly from the Dogfather's label, along with Black Girl Magic wine set up nearby in the produce section. I'm gonna jump on this one first. To the former, now what the brother was saying was I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, that's to me that's coon talk. Only reason I say that is because I'm not gonna say coon talk. I'm gonna cut him some slack. But it sounds like old school coon talk. The reason is because
old school, that's the key word. That kind of
old school
or my lawn type shit.
Right. Old school because you mad because he taking it the wrong way. You mad because they promoting his liquor for Black History Month. It ain't about them. It ain't, and you saying Snoop's a stereotype. No. To me, what they're doing is trying to promote Black business because not only was it his wine,
they snapped the Snoop money.
Right, it was Black Girl Magic wine too. That's a popular brand among the sisters. I know Black Girl Magic wine. You see that at a lot of places too. So basically, it looked like Kroger was trying to promote both of the brands, both of these Black-owned wine brands, because a lot of people don't know that there are any Black-owned wine brands. You know what I'm saying? What if you came in the store and didn't even know Snoop had a wine? What if you didn't know there was a Black Girl Magic wine? What if you thought you like, damn, we got we make wine? Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I get what he's saying that they promote alcohol. They promote alcohol. Well, shit. What isn't promoted? You know what I'm saying?
But you also want to promote Black business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I looked at it more so. I didn't think it was a stereotype because Snoop is a character all his own. You know what I'm saying? And I give him respect for making money off of his being himself. Here's a brother who's making money off of being. Now, right or wrong, you might not like him because he was a Crip. You might not like him because he smoked a lot of weed. You might not like him for a lot of those things. But also, he's a family man. He's been married for years. He got kids. He got grandkids. The dude is, what I'm saying? You talk about somebody who was a Crip who's now a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying? Off his own merit, off of just being himself, his own personality, his own swag. I don't think that's nothing you should. I don't see why would somebody. I can understand because he's an old brother. Why he would feel like, oh, that's stereotypical. He might be one of them. What you got them earrings in? You got an earring in, yeah, boy. Pull your pants.
Yeah. That's like the old Black Christian conservative views to where they're like, don't call me Black, call me colored type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I agree with him on this that yeah, they should promote the first Black Mirror, Maynard Jackson. They should promote Ed
Yeah.
Johnson, the first Black Mirror, Fayetteville. They should promote other parts of Black history as well. But I think but like you're not gonna go to the grocery store and get a fucking history lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
You go to a grocery store to
you know what I'm
consume,
saying?
buy things.
You can have Snoop and the first Fayette mayor. You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
yeah, represent them both. You know, put a little display up in the library of,
Right.
of the first Black mayor of Fayetteville, and then you know what I'm saying, let somebody cool their throats with some Cola Red. You know,
Right. And you know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's red wine. I mean, red wine is supposed to be good for you, I heard. For your
what
heart.
has she got to be blue wine?
You know what I'm saying? and then that's what I'm saying. But I think the main thing, like I say, I disagree with him in the fact that it looked like they was trying to just promote Black businesses, and I'm okay with that because we need more.
Man. Yeah, it's one of the ones where you kind of got to look at things different as the times change. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that was like something my grandma would have said, you know.
Yeah, I didn't see really nothing stereotypical about promoting, you know, a cutout of Snoop Dogg with the wine, and then it said the display had the Cali red wine and they had the Black Girl Magic wine. So I don't got a problem with that, man. I mean, I don't drink, you know what I'm saying, wine or anything like that. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker anyway, but the thing is, I wouldn't be offended if I seen, you know what I'm saying, I mean, a display with Snoop on it that said Black History Month, and then they got his wine. I'm okay, it's Black History Month. Snoop out there, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. He must have walked in and called his daughter fucked somebody to the doggy style out.
Hey, is that dog in there? Is that dog in there? Remember the old dude on the video? Is that dog in there? He was the old dude that was banging on the door. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Snoop D.O. Double. You know what I'm saying? Got to get our business on. I need to come out. We need to come out with a wine. We cannot wine. We might come out, you know, never know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the grapes myself.
Yes, sir. Moving right along. Another crazy incident. Now, this is crazy. I know you and that. My man Swag is and I am too. I'm a partial Black nerd too, you know, on the science fiction and the comics game as well. But he deeper than I am on, you know, I didn't never got anime, but this brother here, if you see the sister on the side, that picture, you see a very, you know, obese looking sister. The reason that's on there is because the brother on the right, he's into science fiction, and he's made a some kind of AI. Basically, he says AI is he's using AI to create fat Black sci-fi fantasy characters. Fat Black people deserve to be main characters capable of anything. This brother's name is it says his name is Alex Smith. He said, as a young child growing up in Greenville, North Carolina, artist Alex Smith spent a lot of his time engrossed in the world of cartoons and comics. And in college, first encountered science fiction novels by Octavia Butler, Samuel Delany, both whom he admired because they were Black. Absolutely phenomenal. So he is making fat Black AI characters. Now, the problem I have with that, this is me, and I'm gonna let you jump in. He's saying that fat Black characters need, you know, fat people deserve to be main characters too. Okay, we've been seeing a lot. We have Gabrielle Sidibe, who's been a phenomenal actor going on. She's a heavyset sister. A lot of heavyset sisters from the past. Nell Carter, Nell Carter. I love me some Nell Carter. Hell yeah. I used to have a crush on Nell Carter back when I was a kid when Nell Carter was on TV. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm letting y'all know. Okay, I did. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are saying that this is AI mammyism. Because you know the fat Black mammy thing that this racism is built on country. There's always been a thing in the old day, the slavery days, that you had the fat black mammy who would watch the master's kids, and everybody would feel uh good around her. She make pies and cakes and shit like that. You seen some of that, from the movie The Help. Remember The Help? You know what I'm saying?
Beulah type shit.
Right. So he's saying, oh well, I'm just shedding light, showing love, making AI based fat characters. Other people are saying, like, dude, you just doing some AI mammyism. Because there's nothing, seeing black women obese like that, there's nothing healthy about that. Because in our community we have a lot of high blood pressure, heart disease, cholesterol, diabetes. So are why would you be promoting unhealthiness in our community? But what do you have to say about that before we what are your thoughts on that?
Man, you might have to call me Rusty because I'm offering a lot of bail. Straight bailiff game. No, man. I mean, you got to think about it, man. It's representation. It's some people who don't take care of themselves as well as others. And I think they deserve to be represented too. I mean, they don't have to all play Beulah or Mammy. You know what I'm saying? They can be a superhero or, I mean, I understand it's not a healthy lifestyle, but if you're already big, you know what I'm saying, your journey can still be documented or fantasized and stuff. I mean, it's representation. I mean, you can turn on any channel and see, just like on Picture Perfect, you have Fat Amy on that bed. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ever give her no grief. Her character was Fat Amy on the Pitch Perfect trilogy. Why you get it? I mean, it's
these are some
representation.
these are some of the these are some of the characters. These are some of the characters that he made. That basically he made. There's one of the AI characters. The AI characters are talking, saying they want to be alive, and all these AI characters be doing crazy. Look at this one. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one.
Man, I think that's innovative, to be
And
perfectly
here's this
honest.
one here. See this one? Side the game.
That's kind of tight,
Um,
man. I mean, that's just because
and it said the
it's
characters, the AI
conceptual art.
characters, this too here. So
That's tight.
uh
That's tight. I like that, man. I mean, it's not like you they got the comics and it's not like I I don't see the problem with it. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's tough, but yeah, man.
well, it's tough because it's kind of some people, you could know why he made it, but the other people in the dominant society could look like, oh, this is just, what I'm saying? This is like, you could see this on like a white supremacist newspaper or some shit like that, of a fat black mammy, the fat black Aunt Jemima. Recently,
But none of the characters depicted there like super nanny and shit. But I mean, in a vacuum, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I would vacuum either. I think it's pretty innovative, to be honest. But I know it's not necessarily promoting a healthy lifestyle, but it is. I don't know. I really don't have any objection to it. I'm just, you know. I
well,
think it's neat. I
I
think it's
think
neat. The artist in me thinks it's neat, but
right. I understand what you're saying on the art level. You just looking at the, on the artistic level, but at the same time, on another level,
yeah.
that's been said in Dr. Francis Cress Wells and the Neely Fuller books, that is how the dominant society, that's the kind of black woman the dominant society is comfortable with. Because you notice, like, when you're a woman who looks like Beyonce or whatever, they kind of like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my man around Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him. But if this AI character that looked like her came over, they be like, oh, he could be around her all day. I would. He's not gonna want her. Look at her. You see what I'm saying? So it's
put it
like
on his ass.
it's basically said that for instance, let me put it to it like this: the dominant society. Let me put it in a man sense. The dominant society would rather see a Billy Porter in their daughter's bedroom than they would rather see Michael B. Jordan in their daughter's bedroom. If you get what I'm saying.
I totally.
So they okay with Billy Porter in their daughter's bedroom because Billy Porter, he gonna be trying on dresses with her. They're gonna be doing each other makeup. They're gonna be, but if they go in there and they see Michael B. Jordan with his shirt off like this, like you know what I'm saying, chilling on the bed like this, then they got, you know what I'm saying, they feel threatened by that. Or like I say, we can do it with females. You know, the dominant society, they may feel okay with Gabrielle Sidibe and they're doing homework with their male son. Who's your tutor? Oh, it's her. Okay, yeah, she's good. You guys want some? But then if they come in and see Beyonce sitting on his bed being his tutor, they like, oh no, you know, they feel threatened. You see what I'm saying? So we just always have to we just have to be mindful of what images are pushed of our, you know what I'm saying? Because when you look at other societies and other cultures, certain images are not pushed by them. You don't see shit. They just had an uproar because remember when Tiger did the video, remember he had the fat Mexican character in that video. And remember they got his music taken off the air for that. You know what I'm saying? They were saying, no, you can't represent us like this. Remember they did the whole apology thing. He did the whole apology thing and everything. You see what I'm saying? So in other cultures, you're not going to represent us to look not like the best of us. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to our culture, everybody's okay with us being in dresses. Everybody's okay with us being unhealthy looking. Everybody's okay. We're supposed to be okay with all the negative It's like the underbelly of our society is pushed is who we are. When other societies, the underbelly is not pushed because in the dominant society, you don't see them pushing pedophilia. That's an underbelly of a society.
Yeah, but I mean, but this is like when I first was growing up, it wasn't no black superheroes except for T'Challa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
there was Refrigerator Perry. He had a
I mean, yeah, that was in the G.I. Joe days, but you know, and I wasn't never really a Marvel guy, so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, my first black hero was when they brought in John Stewart as that Black Green Lantern with the ball.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I remember that Black Green Lantern. Yep. And remember the what is Skyhawk? When did the flying brother with the wings, Skyhawk or
Hawkman? Well, yeah, he portrayed Black in the Black Adam movie, but he's always been white or at least lighter skinned.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember had an old comic book like that. It was a black character. He was a winged character. I can't remember his name. But,
and then I think Martian Manhunter is black too, even though he's green, but he has a lot of isms that remind me of a black guy.
I mean, yeah, it could go either way. It could really go either way. Like I said, I don't know this brother's intentions. I don't know. I don't think his intentions is to be.
Yeah,
bad.
but I mean, we're talking. These are images at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Even in the multiverse, you know, just like one of the more powerful characters on Doom was this big white Ruben-esque dude that was floating and shit. You know what I'm saying? So. It's representation. I accept it as fair representation. I like it.
I mean, there are people who look like that of us, but like I said, we have to be.
Oh yeah.
In our community, we have to be more knowledge or more aware of what images of us are being pushed. Like I said, because remember in the 70s, it was the dope dealer and the pimp. You know what I'm saying? Then in the 90s, it was the gangster. Then, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we really have to watch what images are being put. That's why Cosby was so hard, even though I don't agree to everything Cosby said, but that's why he was so hard with Cosby.
Shades on, you can't,
because there wasn't a lot of positive images of us. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, he was right though.
You know what I'm saying? Bill was right on it, but that was a conversation only for black people. You see what I'm saying?
That's one of the conversations that you don't have amongst mixed society.
That's family business. Remember that back in the day. When you was a kid, when stuff was in your house, your parents were like, you don't tell nobody this. That's family business.
Right.
So when you go down the street, you knew I don't speak on what's going on in my crib, whatever. That's family business. You know what I'm saying? So
there should be that had CPS coming to your house.
Exactly. But moving right along, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're liking the content and you liking us acting a fool on here, just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Once again, this is an interesting story. I got to give you one more. This is one, also with, Brother Tariq. He opened the Hidden History Museum. Brother Tariq Nasheed, our brother there. But he before the museum, our brother Tariq had to knock this dude out. He had to put the plop on him to Harker Bay. A lot of people were talking about that in the media, from Corey Hope and everybody talking about how Harker Bay got slapped up, had to get touched up a little bit. Because he was coming, on some bogus stuff to the brothers museum, and with bad intentions. Basically, he came with bad intentions, and the museum wasn't even open then. They were still working on getting it open, curating and doing things like that. So he came basically trespassing, and had to get that baby powder treatment. You know what I'm saying? Some people were saying that, oh man, he gonna get a lawsuit, but he really, I don't think. Well, I know Tariq probably ain't gonna get no lawsuit because dude had a body camera on him. I haven't found the body cam footage yet. I don't think he released it yet.
TMZ probably got it.
Harker Bay, but the thing is that what he did is go kind of nullify his lawsuit because you on camera saying that you came there to put a lawsuit on somebody. So that negates the lawsuit because you have ill intentions. Basically, it was premeditated. You set it up. You know what I'm saying? That's called entrapment. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lure you in. Look, I'm gonna put a box of Jordans in the middle of the hood and then wait for everybody to come get. You stealing? Got you. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
Because people gonna do that.
You put a card, some shit.
Exactly. So, Brother Tariq, he good. I don't think ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, man. I mean, he seems to be a calculated, brilliant dude. You know what I'm saying? And he never seemed like he was mentally wound up to where he might have made a rash decision. So I'm pretty sure he knew he was within the confines of the law. Maybe because he's on his property, being with making provocative statements and shit.
And coming up to you and stuff, approaching. He said he approached him and said, "Hey, what's up now? What's up?" So, if you go anywhere,
he obliged him too.
That's like if somebody online is telling you, talking smack to you back and forth, and you don't expect them to show up to your crib, and then you coming home one day, and he just sit there. Now, what's up now? Oh yeah, somebody might touch you up a little bit because they don't know what your intentions are. They don't know if you got a gun on you. They don't know what you. It's like, damn, dude, you showing up to my spot. You know what I'm saying? And then also, Brother Tree had told him to leave. He asked him to leave. Like, hey man, leave. You know what I'm saying? And when you didn't leave, he had to put that smack on him. And after he did that, he left. So it was all pissed. To me, I'm gonna say on my end, it looked like self-defense, really, because I mean that's just like anybody. If somebody telling you they're gonna undermine you or do something to you, and then they show up wherever you at, like what are you supposed to think? Like this dude is, my life could be in danger. I don't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to this rig. Shout out to the Hidden History Museum. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. And the dude, like I say, Target Bay, he is a interesting looking brother there. But
Oh man, remember what Corey was calling him with the buckets?
yeah, you know, a lot of people saying online and the social media that he's on the turtle side of the game. He looked about on the Ninja Turtle side of the game. Also, they said he
You're
got
not
the
turtle enough for the
uh,
turtle.
a lot of people saying that allegedly he got the Olmec. He looked like one of them Olmec statues, one of them big Olmec heads you see on Instagram.
Oh,
Uh,
band too.
uh, but you know, like I say, that's not me. I'm just saying allegedly what I heard.
You want to do it so
Um,
bad.
you know, but keeping it moving. Last article, or actually one of the last ones we got to cover right here. The Black Ranchers, man. I got to get to this. The Black Ranchers out there. I want to say they're in, where is that? I want to say Nebraska. I don't know if you heard this. There's some black farmers out there in Nebraska or Oklahoma. Forgive me, y'all. I'm getting it up now. The story. They getting harassed, like I guess their white neighbors are killing their cattle, feeding them poison, trying to get them to leave, trying to threaten them off their land, you know, making racist statements, comments about them, you know, doing everything basically the same shit they did to us back in the day, they doing to them now.
Man, that's some
Trying to get them,
Yellowstone stuff right there.
yeah, trying to get them off their land, man. And so black farmers have been facing harassment, you know, like I say, from the neighbors, and the deputies, and also the police there. So the police, they got the little good old boys set up where the police is in cahoots with the neighbors, the people. So basically,
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it to you. Black farming couple was arrested on seemingly trumped up. A black farming couple was arrested with seemingly trumped up charges earlier this month in Colorado. Oh yeah, this was in Colorado, after they accused neighbors and deputies of racism and harassment. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office has disputed those claims made by Nicole and Courtney Mallory, who say they've been targets of repeated harassment and stalking, and were arrested on felony stalking charges themselves earlier this month. They got a bill. Arrest. Basically, they were coming under scrutiny regarding the treatment of farmers of color. The arrest accusations have since shed some light on the plight of black farmers and landowners across the country, including barriers in finding and buying land without having generational wealth or an extensive credit history alongside limited land for sale. Courtney Mallory's video went viral and nearly 3 million views, showing what happened to be dead livestock. Mallory says it was deliberately poisoned by his neighbors. You know, so basically his neighbors was poisoning all his livestock. They trying to get him off the land. And in black majority areas like Prince George County, Maryland, farmers of color make up for only 1 in 6 farmers in Prince George County. Black farmers in Colorado, you know, they getting terrorized, it says, by the majority white farmers that are there. And the media is ignoring the story. It's not the first time in 100 years they were doing it, run them out of town so they can take the land. That's what they did to us back in the day. And people say, why don't black people have generational wealth? So even there, black farmers are not properly represented. And so they went out to protest when they got out of jail. They went out to protest at the state capitol. And here's another picture from it. Farming while black is not a crime, which it isn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're also pushing what's called the Karen Act. They're trying to push the Karen Act, which is caution against racially exploitive non-emergencies. So the Karen Act is basically people. It's basically against people calling the cops. You know how basically people in the dominant society can weaponize the police. You know what I'm saying? Just like remember the lady who was walking a dog in the park and tried to say the brother was messing with her and he was bird watching. So that they're trying to get this Karen Act passed, you know, to stop things like that happening where people, you know, people in the society, because people ain't stupid. They know, like, oh, if I call the police on his ass, I might be able to get
come enough time, you either gonna leave or get himself in trouble.
Either he gonna be dead or in jail. They know that. You know what I'm saying? Like either we gonna get arrested or we gonna get shot. So that's the way they kind of look at it. In 1910, black farmers owned more than 16 million acres of land, but today they have less than 4.7 million acres. Last year, black farmers in New York had a total net cash farm income of negative $906, while white farmers had $42,875. Today, 45,000 out of the 3.4 million farmers in the United States identify as black. Texas has the most black food producers than any other state, totaling 11,741. And so Colorado, the Mallory, our brother Mallory, Courtney Mallory, our brother, like I said, they poisoning his livestock, they killing his cattle. Him and his wife, they trying to run their farm, and they just getting they just getting harassed, man. And then, like I said, the local police is not doing nothing because they got the good old boy system. You know what I'm saying? Like he was telling them. So basically, after they complained that the neighbors was doing stuff to them, the police arrested them.
Right. And it was stolen land to begin with, because they stole that shit from the Native Americans.
Yeah. Shit. And us, remember, because we are native. Remember the native Black Americans that was here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. Because well, let me break it down, because I know what you think. You talking about the native Black Americans, but for people who don't know, they're Mongolian Indians, who are the Red Indians, and then you have the native Black people who are the Seminoles, who are the Black folks, us, and the Maroons, and the Seminoles. So, and the Gullah Geechee. So you had Black people that was already here. Hence the book "They Came Before Columbus" by Ivan Van Sertima.
Hell yeah. That's the first thing he seen was black faces,
Right. Even if you look at most of the, even the Spanish conquistadors, a lot of their journals, they say when they got here, they said they seen Negro. You know what I'm saying? They seen black faces.
And Ponce de Leon,
And they knew the difference between, black face. They knew what they were saying, because they said Negro, and they said these people look like Negroes over here. What are they doing over here? So, that's just sad. Like you said, like when people say, "Oh, Black people, y'all just lazy. That's why y'all ain't got no generational wealth." That ain't the case. A lot of the land and the wealth was stolen from us, and that's what the reparations push is all about. Like you say, this is 2023, and think about it, these are Black farmers, and they can't even farm without being harassed. They cattle killed,
right?
And then getting trumped up charges put on you. Even shout out to Leslie Jones, the comedian Leslie Jones, because she even actually spoke out about this too on her social media.
What's up?
I know maybe some other celebrities, but she was the only one I had seen recently. She did. Yeah. She put a caption. She was. It was really. She was pissed in it too. She was like, "This is some bullshit. This shit happened in 2023. Black people can't even farm. You know what I'm saying? Without being. I mean, so this is a big thing that's happening, and also in North Carolina, there's something going on with the Black farmers. North Carolina is getting ready to try to legalize medical marijuana, and a lot of the Black farmers want to be the ones to grow it because they want to get in on the cash.
Ooh, that's that perfect Virginia, North Carolina land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they trying to basically phase them out. They don't want them to. They don't want the Black farmers are now trying to talk to basically hey, we want a piece of this too. But they basically the state is the state is setting it up where they're gonna have the big corporations getting all the money and getting all the or the big corporations will get to pick who they want to farm it, and I'm sure the people who they pick to farm it ain't gonna look like me or you if it's their pick. You know what I'm saying? So they have been meeting. They've been having recent meetings trying to get ahead of it before it gets passed, so they can get a piece, or we can get a piece of this. So you see this all the time, man, with Black farmers and stuff. Black farmers, it's a ton of Black farmers out there, but you wouldn't know it because, like you said, they don't get a lot of money. They don't get a lot of credit. And then when they, like you said, look, everybody talking about the marijuana boom, but now when they try to get in on the farmer side, and then we can't get in on that. Like you know what I'm saying? When does it stop?
Yeah, I sure got my eye on Indiana's progress because I'm telling you got to be in position when it happens, or else you're gonna lose.
Definitely.
I mean, for somebody like us to even have a chance, you got to be ready and in position when the law passes over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So shout out to the North Carolina black farmers that's trying to get ahead of it. They're trying to, like I say, they're trying to get ahead of it, man. And
They do that shit the old fashioned way, boy.
yeah, man, they're trying to get their hand in and try to get, a piece of the action.
Yeah,
But
man.
as that's been kind of hard. They're not giving them any leeway. And so, like I said, shout out to the black farmers. We're gonna end this one here. Quick one for you, but we'll have definitely more news and information for you coming up. Definitely going to be touching on the creator of Dilbert, who's went on the racist.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna cover that this one because we gonna really get into that one.
Yeah.
An hour long rant. So he thinks black people are a hate group, but we're gonna touch that next time. Also, we're gonna touch on the first the first Latino homecoming queen from a HBCU. So we're gonna touch on that too and give you our thoughts on that and see where that's coming from or what's with that. But don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to share and any last words, my dog.
No, thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Hey, consider Russell Simmons game. Peace. You can.